Assalamualaikum Assalamualaikum pula. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. I hope you have enjoyed the video by Ustaz Tam and Ustaz Ruk. But now it's NNM time to give you that empowerment in terms of property and real estate. So today we're going to talk about, guys. I want to. It's not controversial, but I think it's something that is a parent sebagai anak or as a as a filial son or daughters, when your parents say, "Hey, can you buy over my house?" What would be your reaction, especially if you're married, and you are above 35 or whatever? It is important to understand the implication. Of course, you need to be a filial son and daughter. You need to understand the reasons behind why your parents are asking you to do it, or But more importantly, right, what's in for you in the mid to long term lah. When it comes to
Do what?
Do what? Buy over your parents' place lah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's we've at NNM we've received a lot of such inquiries, and of course, just to share a story. Recently, one of our clients who we just sold their flat in the northeast. Initially, the plan was to buy another resale flat in the east side, looking for a 4-room flat. But when we sold his apartment or his HDB 4-room, he threw a bombshell. He dropped a He dropped a bombshell on me, saying that his father came talk to him and asked him to buy over the house that the father currently staying because of too much sentiment, guys.
Yeah, usually, the parent have been staying in that flat for more than 20 years, whereby from maybe where they all actually grow up,
Correct.
And then also eventually that place also be getting more matured, got a lot of facilities, got amenities, convenience that hard to get nowadays. And if you buy such places, it will be expensive or something like that.
Correct.
So the parents say, what for? You buy other people's house, just buy my house lah.
Yeah, simple lah, make it simple. Don't need to pay agent fee.
Actually, sentiments aside, is that really the right way to go?
Correct.
It's not, because if we can know about it, right? Like when you buy over a parent's house, it comes with a whole host of problems. There's so many issues that may crop up that you may not see, because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Okay, you want to buy over your parents' house, you want to be a filial son, but you're gonna open a whole hornet's nest of
This
issues.
one going to YouTube, no, you cannot say hell.
Oh.
No lah.
Yeah, basically, you just only see the surface only. You think it's normal, it's okay. I just buying my parents' house, but there's nothing bad about that. But
the bigger picture.
look at the bigger picture.
Yes.
What are the people? Who are the people that may have interest in the house?
Okay, we'll
for
talk about
example,
maybe you wanna say?
Yeah, for example, maybe your father sound it out, but maybe your mother may not have may not see that as a good, because maybe your mother still want to be the queen of the house, right? So if let's say you buy over their flat, then after buying, the mother, still want to be the queen of the house, then how? Your spouse?
Or your siblings, for that matter.
Yes.
Yeah, your siblings they thought they had a stake, so-called, in the house, but now it becomes you as the owner. So what's in for them?
Yes.
I think this is very important to understand from a Muslim family perspective, because we are under the Amla and Faraid does apply when it comes to harta pusaka. Kenapa cakap harta pusaka?
Inheritance lah.
Inheritance,
Okay.
sorry.
So basically, one thing also apart from that, if you are buying your parents' place, you must understand, so at what price, because sometimes parents say, never mind, it's my son, so I can sell a bit cheaper lah. But don't forget, if you sell cheaper to you, then your parents will get what from that?
You're denying them the full
Maximize
full value.
profit. Maximize the profit or value on the open market.
But more importantly, your siblings would find it a bit funny that you are, especially if they themselves have their own house and now you're buying their parents' house at a discounted price. So
then
it doesn't
your sibling
boil
will say,
well.
why you favoritism?
Actually, there's a one thing that is overlooked here, which is where the parents going to stay. Obviously, parents going to be staying in the same house, right? So will the parents be taken care of? That's one thing. Sometimes we have seen many times over where the parents are not enjoying a good quality life staying with their own
But
children.
some of the clients were saying, my parents will now have the flexibility of moving to different children's places. So it is ideal world. In the ideal world, it works. But we are here not to play the devil
but we just want to
advocate.
table out all the possible problems that you may overlook.
over how many 40 years of experience, we've seen too many lah.
Yeah,
I
too
think.
many circumstances
Yeah,
that happens
you know.
after one buy over the parents' flat.
Because you must understand, we also have spouses. Spouses also have their own
How many
Needs.
spouses?
I say we, yeah, no, not just me, yeah.
How many
Yeah,
needs, and
yeah.
also the ones that we
Yeah,
never
and you have children
discuss.
and all that. So I think it's important to have a consensus between all your siblings, together with your parents. The reason behind why your parents wants to sell this house to you, and because at the same time, also just now Manso mentioned about, of course, age does matter. If you are above 35, you can buy, of course. But if you are a family and young family below 35, then you are buying an older flat, what are the implications moving forward when it comes to CPF usage,
The
loan,
grants, whether can you utilize
grants,
everything
and
to
all
buy
that?
this
Does
flat?
it, is it in your favor? We have to talk. We have to think a bit selfish, in my opinion, to give you the ability to also find value in the property in the future. I think very.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
at the end
don't
of the
forget
day,
also,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if let's say for example this puts a dent in your retirement planning, if you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others?
Yeah,
You know.
correct.
And also, when your parents sell you cheap, right? Then what about their CPF retirement fund? Is it sufficient by selling this house cheap to you?
Yeah.
Will they be able to get the funds to, make them sustain lah for their
Correct.
retirement?
But I think
Yeah.
it's also a good idea if they were to sell. Okay, because why it releases their CPF that they use for the flat for the longest time, as well as the profit to supplement their retirement and help them to enjoy their sunset years. But of course, you must do it with the right market value lah.
Yeah,
That's
also to
important.
release all the emotional ties to that property lah.
Yeah.
Because after you buy, right, then you stay there. Of course, parents sometimes will stay there as well. Then what about your relative and siblings that probably have some interest in the house that you do not know of, right? Because maybe you do not know the history. Maybe your father last time bought from his father. You never know, and then there was some old history to it that you did not informed.
That was not made
Yeah.
known lah. I
Yeah.
think we are here just trying to give you a different perspective, to understand the reason why it's not such a good idea when it
Yeah.
comes to, of course, for us, we look at the numbers.
But Nizam, I
Yeah.
also heard, for example, one client, right, they bought over, right, because husband buy from the husband's father, right? Then after that, the wife want to renovate the kitchen, They say, okay, now we buy already, right? I want to fully renovate lah because mom's style not to my taste, no. Then sekali the mother say, no, why you want to renovate my kitchen? Cannot. Then what? Who have the say in the house after buying?
No, I think I have a solution. Half of the kitchen is the wife's taste. Half of the other kitchen is the mom's taste.
Yeah, but why does it even have to go to that, right?
I mean, and then it happens. Then also, for example,
I've
if
seen it for
after you
myself,
buy, let's say you have a family, right? Of course, your son or your daughter want the biggest room lah, for example.
The master bedroom lah, for example.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course, you will take over the master bedroom.
Yeah.
But then your parents then put where? Because now they don't have a
Can you
say,
imagine in your old age, right? I mean, I'm talking from experience as well, because I'm
You're old lah. Yeah. Okay.
So the thing is, like, if some older houses, the toilets may be in the kitchen. So imagine you walking from your bedroom to
common toilet,
Yeah,
common
toilet.
room, right?
Yeah.
Because now the parents do not have a ensuite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you're
sometimes
actually inconveniencing the parents, but parents they want to be self-sacrificing, but at the same time they're complaining lah.
But one thing, Manso and Nizam, I think I also felt like today is right. We talk about personal space, and if a parents sold the house and they do not buy their own house, I think they will be one thing missing is their
Yeah.
personal space.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where do we provide that to them? Because today, I think with all the stress of the modern economy and all
Yeah.
that, everybody wants their
Yeah.
own
They
space and
have
time.
to have their own me time.
Yeah,
if
they
they
want
want,
their own
if
me
they want
time.
to watch their favorite drama, sometimes difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to watch TV without clothes. Then how? That kind of thing. I mean, this maybe is trivial, but
No, I mean you're
mean,
watching the news, but then you have to
yeah,
give it
then
to
he
children's
has
program.
to keep wearing clothes because you have your spouse there. Something
Yeah.
like this.
Okay.
We have to also protect what you call it, privacy lah.
Yeah, I
something
think
like
I think there's no right or wrong. I think importantly for us, we just want to table out for you, from our experience, that it's more wrong than right if you to put it that perspective.
Correct.
But because don't deny your parents the ability to cash out at what is fair market value lah.
And also have a
Yeah.
good quality of life.
But
Yeah.
most important, siblings or whoever
Relationship has to
must be
prevail lah.
maintained. But if you need to go to this step. Everybody must have the same consensus, and they must somehow, discharge their rights to a certain extent when it comes to the property lah. Very important this part lah. So guys,
Yeah.
important to understand from especially the Muslim guys, Muslim family out there, importance of faraid and all that. How does it apply to you and your family? At NNM, we are not just selling and buying for you, but we want to give it a wholesome kind of holistic kind of solution
Yeah.
for you, so that it is not just high buy kind of thing. Important is how you can sustain and become self-sufficient in the future, because challenges are going to be much more tougher when it
Yeah,
comes
we
to
want to
property.
be providing you solutions that will definitely last for more generations to come lah.
Yeah.
Not just a solution on at one time only lah. Huh?
Correct. I think it's important that we understand that perspective. So, with that, I think we have come to end for this video. But guys, there's only one number to call: 967-04-504.
That's right.
See you in the next video. Bye.